name is Rob Pierre. I'm the ex-CEO and co-founder of Jellyfish. Born in England, lived my whole childhood in Trinidad, and then came back to the UK when I was 14 years old. Built a business that got to 2,200 people globally, 38 offices, and I heard a lot of migration stories. Spent a lot of my time trying to make sure that we created a fully inclusive and diverse environment where everybody felt they could be heard and contribute. And I think that's hopefully what we can achieve just in society in general with all the efforts of the Migration Museum. My migration story starts with the fact that my dad was in the UK simply because he worked for the Royal Air Force. To cut a long story short, I was born in the UK, in Chertsey in Surrey, and my dad was over from Trinidad, met my mum, and we all went back to Trinidad. Me, my brother, and my sister went back to Trinidad when I was 4 years old. And then I came back to the UK when I was 14 years old. I also went through a little period where I didn't quite know where home was and where I belonged, because I came back to the UK. I was clearly a foreigner, speaking with a very strong Trinidad accent, using a different vernacular. Culturally, the smells, the food, everything was so different. And then I started to conform here for a couple of years. And I went back to Trinidad when I was 16 years old. And then I started being treated as a foreigner there. And so I started to think, wow, where is home? Funnily enough, I was at the Times 100 event and I sat next to Sukhpal Singh Ahluwalia. And he was talking so passionately about the Migration Museum, and he's got a big development in the city, and he's allocated 3 floors as a permanent home for the museum. As he was talking passionately about his migration story, I told him about mine, found out what he was doing. He said, go and speak to them, would love to have you involved. I signed up and here I am today. Well, as you can imagine, I'm extremely excited to get involved with the Migration Museum. I want to shout from the rooftops. I want to bring all of my network, my family, my friends to come and visit the temporary location in Lewisham Shopping Centre. But more importantly, I'm excited to get to the permanent home in the city, and there's a lot of work to do to get to that point. So we're going to be asking everyone for as much support. If you want to track what we're doing at the moment, then go to the website, our social channels, and you're going to be hearing a lot more from me about this subject.